What it do, YouTube? Welcome, guys, to the top WTF moments of this episode and pretty much the review of the Season 6 Game of Thrones finale. Holy crap, guys, was this episode amazing, crazy, and full of all kinds of plot twists and crazy stuff. So, let's get right into it, and apologies for the phone ringing just a minute ago. First thing we're going to talk about is going to be Cersei, or however you want to pronounce it. Now, obviously, she was having her trial for the faith, and they banned trial by combat, so shut down the Game Ball fan theory. However, she did not go to her trial. She didn't attend her trial, but Marjorie's brother did attend his trial, confess all of his sins, was willing to die for the faith, and that he did because Cersei was going crazy, and, I completely forgot to warn for spoilers, but hey, spoilers. Cersei went crazy, mad queen, mad whatever you want to call her, and absolutely burnt the place down with wildfire. She sent the mountain to go get Tommen, keep him safe, keep him out of the trial room to make sure he doesn't blow up, while the other dude that made the mountain, forgot his name, that Cersei has been partners with, sent his little birds to go murder the old maester and pretty much light the candle, which eventually blew up the whole place with wildfire, causing the death of Marjorie's father, Lancel Lannister, and, Marjorie's brother. So all kinds of deaths in there, also including the High Sparrow. So I'm assuming that storyline is pretty much over. Now, in the aftermath of this, Tommen is looking out of his window and sees the fire, the smoke, and all of that burning off in the distance. Now, I really enjoyed the way that they shot this scene as the camera never moved, only Tommen, and it sat there for a good 5 minutes, actually not 5 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, just watching him look over, hearing people scream. So Tommen stands up, takes his crown off, walks over off screen, I'm assuming to put it down somewhere, get rid of it, whatever. And then he just randomly kind of runs up to the window, jumps out the window face first, completely killing himself. This was actually probably, I wouldn't say the most, I don't know, it's probably the most shocking moment of the episode, and it completely, WTF moment there. So, on to the next group of characters. We're going to be talking about Sam and Gilly making it to the Maester training place. Forgot the name of it, but anyway, the Maester training place. And, it's kind of an awkward introduction for Sam because he's all smiles and whatnot, and the Maester dude in the front is all uptight, and he's like, your circumstances of arriving are very irregular, and he doesn't really believe Sam about the old Maester at Castle Black dying and whatnot. But anyway, they make it. Sam's permitted to the library, and I must say the library looks completely awesome, so good job for shooting that. Game of Thrones development team, whatever. But we didn't really find out what he's going to do with Gilly because the Maester was very clear, no women and children allowed, so Sam went back on his own. So, that's still kind of left up in the air about what's going to happen to Gilly, even though she's not really most people's favorite character. I mean, she's not that bad, so hopefully she finds a nice place to stay. Next, we're going to talk about Jon, and, he had a part in the middle of the episode and towards the end of the episode, so we're just going to talk about him all together. He actually ends up sending the Red Woman to ride south, and if she ever comes back, she will be executed because Davos actually finds Shireen's, toy and finds out that she was burned last episode. Didn't really say anything about it last episode, but this episode, oh man, was he, pissed. I mean, you would be too, And he walks up to her and is like, you have to tell Jon Snow what you've done, and he's angry, yelling at her. And, she kind of just tells him, she's like, she was burned at the stake. So Jon is like, you must ride south, and if you ever return, you will be executed. So the Red Woman is officially gone. I have a feeling that she's going to run into the Hound and the Brotherhood Without Banners. I have a feeling that's where they're going to take her. Because, what else are they going to do with her, honestly? She's kind of served her purpose, resurrecting Jon. But anyway, we'll go towards the end of the episode when Jon actually gets all the northern houses to rally behind him after the Lady Bear house, whatever, little girl, pretty much puts everybody in their place, saying, y'all were a bunch of cowards. We rallied behind the Starks, and you didn't when you were supposed to. And she's like, puts them in their place, and eventually they end up, all cheering Jon Snow, King of the North or whatever, and pretty much rallying really behind Jon, not as so much Sansa. And it's very interesting because we're also going to talk about Sansa. Littlefinger wanted to marry Sansa, but Sansa pretty much shut him down, put him in a friend zone, was like, nah, not happening. And it's weird because he was like, they will only rally behind a true-born Stark, not a bastard. And so, I mean, that's pretty shocking that the Northern Housers, including like Glover and, the other houses, actually rallied more behind Jon than they did Sansa. Now, related to the Starks, Walder Frey and Jaime Lannister meet up, to celebrate their victory on taking River Run, but Jaime wasn't really having it. But during their conversation, when Walter is really making fun of Jaime in some ways and Jaime back at him, they notice a weird woman, and they kind of point her out to do some foreshadowing, which is actually going to be talking about the next carrier, Arya. She has made her way back to Westeros, and she has hit the first person on her list, Walder Frey. That's right, she kills Walder Frey after feeding Walder his own son and sons in a pie of some sort, and it's a pretty crazy reveal. I actually did not see this one coming. This one and Tommen's suicide are definitely, up there for most shocking part of the episode. But next, we're going to be talking about, we'll save Bran for last. We're going to talk about Jaime watching Cersei take the throne. That's right, Cersei is officially the queen of Westeros after, pretty much causing her own son to kill herself and burning half the city down. She becomes the queen. I mean, sounds right? But anyway, that's what happened, and Jaime actually seen this, and to me it looked like he had a look of disgust on her face. Will the Valonqar, prophecy come true where Cersei's murdered by her little brother? Will it actually be Jaime instead of Tyrion, which a lot of people, believed at the beginning? I think it actually will happen. I think Jaime's going to see that Cersei is becoming a lot like the Mad King, and now he's going to be called the Queen Slayer and the King Slayer, and as sad as that is, that Jaime's going to be, looked upon like that, I think it's definitely the right move to murder Cersei, even for him, even as much as he loves her, because she has gone absolutely crazy insane. Anyway, on to the final WTF, whatever you want to call it, thing of the whole episode. Bran reveals Jon Snow's true parentage. And that's right, the fan theory R plus L equals J is 100% now confirmed to be true. Jon Snow is a son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, meaning that Jon is the Song of Ice and Fire, the actual name of the book series. Ice as in the Starks, fire as in the Targaryens. So he's clearly a very, very important character to the show, and he's obviously going to mean a lot. Now, what does this do? As far as revealing, it's a lot of fan service because that theory's been there for so long, but it also changes so much of the show now that Jon has a legitimate, claim to the throne. But I think Jon is more of not so much a ruler. He's a ruler, but I don't think he wants to be king. I think he just really wants to defeat the White Walkers and, live about his own business. And anyway, we'll save that for another video I'm actually going to be making here in the future. But that's right, R plus L equals J is confirmed. And that is crazy, man. So, if I did leave anything, and I'm sure I did because holy crap was it an episode crazily packed of awesome stuff, make sure you let me know in the comments below. And make sure to hit the subscribe button to get any future Game of Thrones videos. And I'm actually planning on doing a Jon Snow Targaryen type, what does this mean for the show video coming soon. So make sure to subscribe to get that. If you love Game of Thrones, if you liked my commentary, if you liked the review, you liked whatever, just hit the like button, man. Help me out. Support me just a little bit, and I really appreciate it. But anyway, I'll quit rambling. Let you guys get on with your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. By the way, definite 10 out of 10.